Dean Rogers, and I'm with the Rogers Revue.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Maril. Hello, Ronald. Nice to see you again. It's been a
Good to
year.
see you. Yeah.
Well, let's jump right into it. The big question when it comes to season two is what's next for both the space program and all of our characters? How do you answer that very question for this upcoming season? Let's start with you, Maril.
I mean, obviously, we're moving ahead 10 years when we open season two, and the fun is seeing where everyone is. You know, it's been 10 years since we closed out season two. We're in 1983. You know, Reagan is president. Margot is the head of JSC. Baldwin is now riding a desk as opposed to being in space. I mean, all of the characters have changed so much, and I think the fun of season two is slowly unraveling how they got to this place and where they're at now. And I think, you know, season one was kind of realizing your dreams and figuring out what your dream is and going for it. I think season two is what happens after you've reached that goal. Like, what next for all of our characters? What next in this next phase of their life?
Absolutely.
And in terms of
Ron?
like a story, you know, I mean, the program has been pulled more strongly into the Cold War and the superpower sort of competition between the U.S. and the Soviet Union as a result of the Reagan era, but also just as a result of both powers now, you know, developing and expanding their presence on the moon, bringing, you know, more competition there. And there's competition in low Earth orbit. Reagan's SDI program, you know, now is dealing with things like anti-satellite weapons. So the more military aspect of the space program really comes to the fore in the second season.
Excellent. Ron, what is your reaction from the fans accepting this alternate reality for all mankind? And did you get any feedback from the people who actually worked in the Apollo program about the first season?
I've got a little bit of feedback on the first season that, you know, from people who actually worked at NASA. They couldn't officially support the program because NASA's policy is now that anything that's historical, they are only going to support if it's like literally accurate. So even though they were very sympathetic and really liked what we were doing, they couldn't officially support it because so many people have questioned the moon landing, which is ridiculous that now NASA's kind of gotten into this box where, oh, we will only support something that's true. But we have heard through the grapevine and directly from some people that used to work there that they really appreciate the show and especially our drive to sort of make things real and grounded and to sort of portray them for the hardworking men and women that they really were.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My last question is to both of you. Which character of the series do you most associate with? And I'm going to start with you, Meryl.
Oh God, I don't know if I associate with any of them, but I kind of love Molly. She's so like take no prisoners, balls to the wall. I mean, she just doesn't care, and she's a person who really knows what she wants and goes after it. And if anything, is so much more comfortable up on the moon than on Earth. And I just think she's such an amazing character. She doesn't care about makeup, hair. She just wants to be on the moon, and I find that so fascinating. And she's just so much fun.
And you, Ron?
I'd say Molly. I'm also really fond of Larry, actually. Larry was, you know, was working in the simulators and was just a movie fan and just trying to like get his job done and meets this woman and is just sort of, you know, has a friendship sparks with her and he has a secret, you know, about his orientation. But there was something that's always really intrigued me about Larry. Just loved that character and just sort of personified the sort of behind the scenes people that don't get nearly enough credit at an organization like NASA.
Thank you for such great answers, and I enjoyed the second season. And thanks for letting me to talk to both of you. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you.